Yeah, I got done with everything early. We appear to be currently streaming opposite of PSA Sitch on Daily. Yeah. I actually forgot that's...
Let me get my stream set up.
Yeah. I actually forgot that Sitch and Adam stream on Sundays.
So, let's see.
Anyways, I'm streaming while you were getting set up. Hi, guys. We're playing more Watch Dogs. Coincidentally, we found out more about Watch Dogs 3. Okay, this was really fucking stupid because it said only microphone audio is being broadcast. Microphone and game audio are being broadcast because you exited a blocked scene. Apparently the loading screen between the splash screen and the menu is a blocked screen, and that's the only blocked screen in this game that I can find. Anyways, we found out more about Watch Dogs 3 today. And
really?
Nobody got a free copy of Watch Dogs 2 because Ubisoft's website was fucked up. That was a fun time trying to get that working. Only to find out that, no, it doesn't work.
Last time on Injustice, Super Dickory struck again! And Cyborg had a measuring contest with himself.
Will our heroes finally figure out a way to end this nightmare? By which I mean the writing of NetherRealm Studios. Find out next time on Injustice Ball Z!
Da 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 da.
Na 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 da 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 da.
Oh, come on, we gotta do this fight again. Poosh!
I actually forgot what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. See, hideout. I have a hideout over here. Oh, there's a CTOS in there, so I might as well head that way. Hey, you, I need your car so I can stop crime.
Indeed.
Hey, you, I need your car so I can stop crime. I'm gonna commit a crime so I can stop crime.
That seems like the most backwards logic I've ever seen. Oh, and Cyborg's about to beat Darkseid.
Because that's totally possible.
And get Omega beamed. Oh, and in the background, Giganta and Atom Smasher are fighting.
Oh, hey, I just killed a person on the way to stop this crime.
Yeah, because that makes total sense.
You know...
Poosh!
I killed another person, too.
Poosh! Poosh! Okay. Ow! Okay, you're going down, bud. Poosh!
Wait a second. Okay, so I'm not apparently stopping crime here. I'm trying to hack into CTOS boxes. So, I didn't...
And we're back to CinemaScope.
I didn't commit a bunch of crimes to stop a crime. I committed a bunch of crimes to do something.
Oh, and by the way... Oh, and by the way, we're playing as Deathstroke now.
Oh, neat.
Who has the most overpowered basic jab I have ever seen in this game, as Fran has eloquently demonstrated. Yeah, Deathstroke won't be long. I'm sure he won't do much. Anybody who read the prequel comics does. Barry, you are a dum-dum.
Oh, so exactly like he is in the Flash TV show, then.
Oh, yeah. Fran says he's going to hold off streaming Crash 2 until next week. Okay, so Deathstroke is the cheapest son of a gun you will ever see in your life.
I don't know, my dad's pretty cheap.
Look at this!
How is he beating Shazam?
How does anybody beat Shazam?
Like, seriously, Captain Marvel is not one to be trifled with.
Indeed! He's almost as strong. He's just as strong as Superman! If not even stronger! He's beaten Superman more times than Supes has beaten him! Oh! Though, to be fair, Deathstroke has taken on the entire Justice League and won.
Well, yeah, but that's because he's overpowered.
And his arch-nemesis is Dick.
His arch-nemesis is penis?
You know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
I still have to wonder, how is Dick short for Richard?
Or as they joke in the Starfire edit that's so famous, how do you get Dick from Richard? You ask nicely.
Oh my god. And now Flash thinks he's gonna take on Deathstroke by himself.
I mean, in a sane world, that's what would happen, but... Because, you know, it's not like he's the fastest man alive or something.
Oh, of course. Or Joseph jokes about me using the friggin' what's-his-face ace route. There's this guy, there's this salty idiot named Netto Tiger who did Mortal Kombat Extremes, and all he would do is play full auto Jackie and just spam the projectile button. I was only doing that just to demonstrate how cheap this guy is. Ow. Guess sweet dreams weren't made of these. Flash was trying to slow down on time.
Technically, shouldn't time always be slowed down for him?
Oh, I'm sure. Same case could be said for Quicksilver.
Yeah. This is like trying to argue that Captain America would lose to Batman because, you know, Captain America literally thinks at superhuman speeds.
Same case with Deathstroke.
Yeah. But Flash...
Batman was able to beat him.
Well, I mean,
and
I'm mainly
is
talking
a villain
about...
version of Batman. Or, not Batman, Captain America.
Yeah. I was mainly talking about in relation to, like, anybody trying to outthink the Flash. You can't outthink the Flash. Flash is he's already incredibly smart, for one thing, and for another, he's also got super speed. So
Oh, bull crap. So for the rest of Deathstroke's chapter, we're going to be going over to Ferris Aaron. Yes. As Joker managed to talk Harley into releasing him from prison.
That's kind of not exactly unexpected, but I will say a little bit obvious.
Yeah. Harley's hair looked a little plastic there. Meanwhile, back in the main universe...
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice...
Well, they're technically in the Watchtower, but point still stands.
Meanwhile, at the Justice League Watchtower, that is distinct from the legally distinct from the Hall of Justice.
Oh, and now we get to fight against badly designed Killer Frost and Wonder Woman's jank facial animation.
Wonder Woman's jank facial animation and wildly changing bust size.
Worse than the comic, or not as bad as the comic?
Not as bad as the comic, I think. She is about to pop out of that.
And now we get to fight against Killer Frost.
I mean,
and I think this is the... And I'm not sure, but I think this is the last time we ever fight her.
You know, the
and she's
point...
even voiced by her actress from Justice League.
Cool.
Jennifer Hale.
You know, the point that some
who
people
also
make...
voices Shira in this game.
The point that some people make about grabbing... like grabbing Wonder Woman or Power Girl or whoever by the cleavage or whatever. I just have to say, that is one of the stupidest points I have ever heard. Because, you know...
Oh, that's even cheaper. You saw that, right?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about grabbing an angry, superpowered woman and by her cleavage, leaving both of her arms free to clock you in the head.
Indeed.
It's almost like there's absolutely no tactical advantage there whatsoever.
Poof. Just decided to cheat, Eeper. Oh, thank you for letting me know about a level system that means absolutely nothing in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Wonder Woman conveniently got out of there. Let's aim for everywhere except for below her torso.
Somehow I can't imagine that outfit being particularly, you know, comfortable.
So, Deathstroke versus Wonder Woman, unrealistic or realistic?
I thought you were going to say unrealistic or super unrealistic.
Either way, hey, he's fighting her and is going to win.
It's not as bad as Krillin beating Broly.
And what scenario does that happen?
It's called Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden on the 3DS.
Why? Why that game, Arxis? Why?
In Krillin's story mode, he beats... I can't remember who all's in the game. There's a lot of people who aren't in the game who should be. But, Krillin beats... I think he beats Nappa, Vegeta, both of the androids. Well, there's only one android. Well, there's only two androids in the game. So, yeah. So he beats Android 18 because Android 18 decides that after she gets healed up that she wants to try and fight Krillin for some reason. And because she's like... Because I don't fucking know why. The game was absolutely fucking bullshit. That whole story.
Oh, and now we get to see his super move?
They had to keep coming up with
Watch this.
reasons.
Poof! Poof!
Damn. They had to keep coming up with reasons for Krillin to beat all of the everyone who he comes up against in that game.
Yeah.
So Krillin beats Final Form Frieza. Krillin beats Perfect Cell. Broly shows up. Like, literally, out of nowhere, Broly just kind of shows up for
and
no
Krillin
reason.
beats the tar out of him.
Yeah, it's during the middle of the... It's, like, right in the middle of the Boo Saga. Krillin just...
Oh, and now we get to play as Insurgency Batman, because one chapter with Batman wasn't enough.
But Krillin just beats the ever-loving hell out of the legendary Super Saiyan.
You know, this kind of reminds me of this one character from Guilty Gear, whom every time he beats an opponent, he just basically talks it up as though it were a story or telling his friends at the bar. I'm useless, they said. My powers were stupid, they said. Summons an army of giant crustaceans.
What is he, Jordan Peterson?
I don't know.
This is the joke about Jordan Peterson being king of the lobsters.
I don't even know where that's from.
It was an analogy he gave. It was the analogy of the lobster. And
hi, Damien and Catwoman.
it was actually, like, it makes sense if you hear it explained in its entirety. I don't remember the whole thing, but it was like lobsters can actually get depressed and things like that. And it's like a fairly decent way of examining how people would react in certain situations. Oh, there's a garbage truck. I'm taking the garbage truck. Hey, come back here, garbage truck. I want you. Oh, fuck, the garbage truck is gone. I guess I gotta deal with this thing.
And we gotta have forced choreography so that I'm on the left side. Oh, hi, Grodd in the background.
Ooh, a box truck. I want that. Hey! I threw myself out in front of it, and it stopped. That worked. Surprisingly. No, you can have my truck, buddy. It's fine. It's not like I stole it.
911, what's your
Oh, and in the
emergency?
background, we also have Parasite.
Okay, come on. Come back here. Come back
Oh,
here,
and
buddy.
Metallo's here, too.
Come on.
Fuck.
Well, that's...
So seriously, this is basically all the Superman villains gathered together. Boosh.
Be advised, a patrol car's been dispatched after the suspect.
Well, that sucked. I shouldn't have done that.
So, wouldn't you consider this spousal abuse, what's going on right now?
That depends. Are the two of them married in this universe?
No.
Okay. Maybe just domestic violence then. Yeah, that's just regular old garden variety domestic violence.
Oh, and Deadshot's also here. We'll be seeing you next game.
Or as they called him in Arrow, Deadshot.
Why would they call him that?
Because John Diggle pronounces Deadshot like Deadshot.
Oh, and now we're gonna run her over with our car. Poof! And she's dead.
There we go.
And now we find ourselves back outside with Ollie and Damien.
No, it didn't. You know, you guys are the only ones shooting at anybody right now, right?
You don't have a chance.
I'm not moving. I'm surprised none of you guys are actually trying to flank me here. I'm just standing here looking at my phone.
Pretty sure he's over there. Can't see him. There.
So, what would you consider this kind of abuse?
Take your eyes off.
That's definitely some kind of domestic violence there.
Yep. And of course,
Work on yourself.
I swear to God, Damien, you are so dead to me.
Keep closing in. Shut him off.
Okay. Aiden, I would appreciate it if you would take cover on this wall I'm next to.
Suspect. Stormed up that way. Move it.
Oh, they actually are trying to catch up to me. I'm really honestly surprised that they even tried that.
I'm honestly surprised at how much I'm sucking as Batman. You know, the only reason people get good as Batman in this game through story mode is because you play as him so much.
Scott Brannon has thousands of social media accounts. How do you even pull that off?
Life finds a way.
Okay, that may have been a bad idea on your part, buddy. What the fuck?
And now we're gonna run over Damien with our car.
What the hell killed me here? They walked into a crowded bar and started shooting with a shotgun.
Mattel will be like, dude, that's cold-blooded. And now we're suddenly back outside again. They fixed that bit with the story in Injustice 2 by getting rid of the stage transition for the story mode. Oh, but you can still do it in the game. Aim through versus matches and whatnot.
Ooh, gang hideout. Let's see here, we have a couple of gang hideouts.
So now
here.
Diana and Green Lantern are going to try double teaming Superman. Meanwhile, Bruce and Ollie are breaking out Bruce.
Hey, I'm taking your truck.
Don't you fucking dare! I'm freaking out right now. Seriously.
Well, duh.
You gonna call the police? You calling the police? No? Okay, good.
Oh, and Ollie's being mind controlled by Raven.
Huh.
Oh, we have another QuickTime event.
You know, that
I'm
seems like a really
down.
unsubtle method of mind control.
I'm flicking! I am flicking! I am flicking! My touchpad isn't working. I swear to God. Hold on a sec. I'm going back to the main menu. Because I may want to just go back to doing buttons.
Oh yeah, I got a copyright claim on the last Watch Dogs video.
Yeah, you told me that. So yeah, now I'm going back to just using buttons for this.
For a song that wasn't even in the damn game.
Well,
It was some Duke Ellington Athens March, I think it was. It was with the Boston Pops Orchestra, and the song that it actually was some other song. It was like some blues song. And you can actually see that because the name of the song pops up on screen. So I filed a counter notification because that's bullshit.
And Batman blocked all those arrows. So now we're fighting Ollie, possessed by Raven. Though that's not going to be the first time Ollie gets mind controlled in the Injustice series. You'll see what I mean in Injustice 2.
I wonder if anybody's done like a really, like some kind of really stupid challenge in these games, like complete Watch Dogs or GTA 4 without ever getting in a car.
That would be asinine.
I know.
And impossible.
Yeah, it would. Geronimo!
So...
I can imagine that would only take about 1,000,000 years. Yes, I'm on my way to a criminal convoy, thank you.
He gets back up just to get back down again.
I get back up, get knocked down again. They're never gonna keep me up if I get back up. But I'm knocked down again. They're never gonna keep me up.
These guys are trying to pull a drive-by shooting. I'm gonna stop.
So, you know, I'm still weirded out by the fact that Raven and I'm supposed to believe that Raven in this game is voiced by Tara Strong when she doesn't sound on anything like her.
Why is her skin red?
Trigon. Oh, by the way, all of a sudden we're fighting against Hal.
Trigon. Is it Trigon or Tragon?
Trigon.
Anybody who attended Nick Recada's watch party last night, well, not last night, a little while ago, like a couple weeks ago. Not like a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago. It was whatever the fuck.
I didn't attend the watch party because I was a little busy.
And it's late at night. Yeah, I understand. I went up a bit longer than I wanted to, but we watched a movie called, in addition to watching the Universal Soldier, the first one, which is a really good movie.
Versus Hal Jordan, realistic or unrealistic?
Let's see here. Hal would, honestly, I think Batman would probably come out on top if Hal couldn't figure out how to... shit.
We need some extra bodies here.
Shit.
I got it. We could use some help. Run him off the road.
Because all you would need to do is press X.
Technically, all I had to do was press square and I failed.
It's a reference to SGB's playthrough of The Walking Dead, where basically it's like you're given 4 dialogue options for like what happens when the guy escorting you ends up running over a zombie and the car swerves out of control. Oh, one of those options is, oh shit.
Drive him off the road. Go.
I'm already trying to drive off the road,
that
guys.
That trident should have impaled Superman. Aquaman's magic trident.
Oh yeah, it is kind of magic, isn't it?
Yeah,
isn't it Poseidon's trident?
I've seen Ocean Master almost kill Superman in Justice League Throne of Atlantis with the damn thing.
Yeah, that...
We're on the scene.
Superman, you should not be able to even wield that.
Well, if it's not made out of kryptonite, it wouldn't be that big a deal, would it? Unless, of course, there's enchantments.
I could have sworn it would only recognize, like,
the true King of Atlantis, yeah.
Oh no, it's The Last of Us 2 sex scene. No!
Get out, Aiden. I didn't ask you.
Oh, thank God we're out of that bit.
Oh my fucking God, Aiden, climb. It's not that high, Aiden, climb.
He doesn't know what the definition of climbing is.
Target is armed.
I don't know,
Target
maybe you're pretty easy to fool, Soups.
Target is armed? What are you, the military? No, you're a bunch of fucking jackasses, that's what you are.
That's lovely. Whoop! I don't want to live in this plane anymore. Cowabunga! Whoop! Now Soups is trying to go to the watchtower, but then kablooey!
Okay, come on. Where's the last of these fuckers? Come on. Come on. How are you? Where are you? I see you on my radar. You are right in front of me.
Well, there goes Earth's biggest defense against any alien threat.
Anyone? Think we lost the target?
Seriously, there is nothing above me. There isn't really anything below me that he could be in.
3 hours earlier, we are now playing as Sexy Lexi.
Slee, I was out there.
Which, by the way, Lex Luthor's going to get into a couple realistic fights, and then he's going to get into some very unrealistic fights. Because he's going into this with the war suit.
He's around.
And he's going to be taking the kryptonite pills. You know, funny enough, in the Injustice prequel comic, at one point, Renee Montoya gets into a huge fight with Superman by taking a whole bunch of those pills, and she dies of overdose.
Well, yeah.
And Catherine Kane doesn't even mourn her. Catherine Kane.
Fuck off, Batwoman.
Seriously. I wish I was making this up, but this was something I was just like, no. Not even for woke points does this work.
Speaking of which, speaking of Batwoman, have you seen that they've replaced Ruby Rose on Batwoman?
Yes, we've had this conversation before.
Oh, we did last week?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they replaced Ruby Rose as Batwoman, and they replaced her with a black woman.
That makes no sense.
Neither does me emerging from the car that way. Just kind of phased through it.
Oh, hi, Joker. He apparently shot us down.
Entrepreneur
That
owns
bazooka.
the complete works of Nietzsche.
Dumpty fell through a truck. Humpty Dumpty's suit is all fucked.
No.
911, what is your emergency?
Now. What the hell?
Oh, downloads pirated books.
Whoa!
So now we're fighting Harley Quinn as Sexy Lexi.
That shouldn't even begin to be a problem.
No. We smash her with a car.
Harley doesn't have any powers. Harley doesn't even have Joker's bullshit powers. That aren't really powers, but yeah.
You mean the power of him being one of the most popular villains in all of fiction?
Yes.
And she sends us flying Dragon Ball Z style.
If this
First instinct is to
if this
put a
was
bullet
in
this
any
guy's
other
face.
medium other than video games, this would not work out that way.
They think they're on top.
There is no way that
Humiliate him in front of his crew.
the Joker's waifish
I'll show them that I can
ex-scientist
get
girlfriend would be able to take on basically Iron Man.
You know, funny enough, Lex and Iron Man once had a death battle with Chuck Huber as the voice of Iron Man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Gotta admit, he was probably one of the best voices I have heard as Tony. Like, no joke. I'd like to see him actually voice as Tony in something, you know, outside of web animation.
So you gotta take out the guy who can call reinforcements. This guy...
Lex Luthor saving Harley Quinn from Joker.
Okay, I got my target. I've got that guy.
Oosh.
Access to sociopathic personality disorder.
So Joker versus Sexy Lexi.
In a realistic world, there wouldn't even... It would be the same thing as Harley Quinn.
You know, funny enough, in K-Wing's analysis of a scenario where at the time for hyping this game up they had like a bunch of like verses where people would actually place like bets on who would win, and if you win, you'd get like this arcade stick.
Get the cover.
And one of those fights was Lex Luthor versus the Joker, and Lex lost.
That's absolute bullshit.
Well, consider, if you will, that it was entirely based on fans voting, so... Luckily, a Joker didn't win against Flash.
Well, no shit.
And now we're gonna blast him with a satellite laser. Poof!
Out now.
He gets up just to get down again.
So apparently, knocking this guy down and then leaving is worse than killing him.
Find him.
I'm not going to question Aiden's logic on this one.
Should have. I got him.
So Mom and I finished watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she loved it.
Cool. One of these days I gotta get around to watching it. I've got a bunch of the show on DVD, but...
I'm gonna host a watch party for that one, Chief.
He can't be far.
So now Harley is truly...
Where'd he go?
That was not my fault. You ran right into me.
So, recently I ended up writing some dialogue bits with like Superboy basically commenting about how he felt about the whole Hollywood persona he used to have.
So basically he was Dolph Ziggler.
Kinda.
Where is he?
Hal keeps firing at this plane. I should move. Poof. Wow. Wow, Hal, your evil self is an idiot. Black Adam and Shayera.
See here, I got a skill... I've got 6 skill points. That's good.
And somehow Superman doesn't see Lex Luthor or luring Shayera and Black Adam away.
That's good.
And Black Adam ends up not being able to hit him.
Let's see. Oh, we have a fixer contract right here. And it's right next to me.
So Black Adam is knocked out for a bit due to some missiles. And now we're fighting Shayera. You know, I still preferred Maria Cannells as Shayera. The mother from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Lex Luthor versus Shayera Hall.
Well... There we go. I don't know who'd really win that. That's probably a bit more of an even matchup than, you know, pitting basically Iron Man against somebody who doesn't have powers.
I'm sorry, that was funny. I am not giving her an inch.
Just gotta take the police on a little cat and mouse run while my clients do their work. I run into them so much. This will be good practice for me.
You ruined my flawless.
Oh,
That's
fuck
what you get. Kneel before me. Now Lex is going to try to take off that nth metal belt, and he fights Shazam.
Now, this is gonna be some bullshit here.
Why, your scenario or Lex versus Shazam?
Lex versus Captain Marvel.
I know, I keep calling him what he's called currently, and you're calling him by what he's actually called.
You're calling him by his Earth name, and I'm calling him by his real name.
So does that make me Ginyu?
Ah!
Ah! So now we're gonna throw him into Atom Smasher.
What the fuck? How did that work? How did that happen?
So Atom Smasher and Giganta are fighting in the background, while we're fighting in the Hall of Justice. And we also have a convenient boom tube who's ready to go to Auto Apocalypse whenever. And to think Superman already has his own fair share of problems with Darkseid because in the continuity that this is from, he killed Calabac. I can't believe he's blood. That was a quote from Darkseid in Superman the Animated Series. Oh, screw you, Billy. Oh, and like I said, after Lex's chapter, we're about to see some real tomfoolery. Like, holy crap. This is some real tomfoolery. And we switch back to our normal stance.
I'm not going to be able to salvage this one. Yeah, time expired. I hate these ones. Like, these race missions, they suck so much.
So, conveniently, Lex's suit is no longer able to fly.
How convenient.
All personnel were safely evacuated. How convenient. And now Soups is angry.
And you won't like him when he's angry.
He suddenly turns green.
That's a bad thing for him, too.
And Billy screws us over. Seriously, Billy? Come on.
Have I committed any crimes other than just racing around?
I don't know. You've committed the crime
I mean, I've committed quite a few crimes, obviously, but, you know, I don't think specifically while I was doing anything like that.
You could.
Okay, I've committed some property damage.
And now...
Okay, that was my fault for riding headlong into traffic.
Does Superman need to choke a bitch?
Man, Lex's teeth. They look
And
worse than
Lex's-
Raiden's in the MGS2 HD version.
And Superman snapped his neck. And all of a sudden now the public is against Superman.
I can't imagine why.
But why now, when they've been with Superman this entire time? I would like an explanation to that one, please.
There's quite a few explanations that I'd like. Namely, how does a Seawolf-class nuclear submarine have the capacity to launch nuclear missiles?
We're not gonna get over that anytime soon, folks. So now Superman's going to be brooding in his fortress of brooditude. Gotta deal with the criminals. Apparently. Bull crap! So much bull crap right here. Right here.
Right here in River City.
Superman kills Shazam. Effortlessly.
Because it's not like it took him and Captain Marvel to take down Black Adam. No.
And not only that, these two have fought several times, and Shazam has beaten him more times than Superman's beaten in Shazam. I mean, hell, if Superman didn't know Shazam and didn't think to use Shazam's lightning against him, he wouldn't have won in their fight in the DC animated universe. He would have lost. I'm not joking. Go look up that fight. It's really cool. Whee! So now Barry's changing sides at the turn of the tide.
Man, these suits are so over-designed.
Wow, Hal, you're an asshole. He's like, use a casualty of war, an acceptable loss. I'm sorry, go straight to hell, Hal.
Let's see here. I don't want another fixer contract. Ooh, criminal convoy.
Oh yeah? He vibrates through a force field.
That...
Okay.
What?
Okay, Barry versus Hal Jordan.
I kind of want both of these guys to die right now.
These two?
Yeah. Mostly because Hal's being a massive dick and Flash is dressed in an embarrassingly bad costume. So that's kind of arson, murder, and jaywalking, isn't it?
Yes. Boosh!
You know, this interception mission might actually be fun.
Excuse me, Hal. You're being rude. Oh, and Flash's walk is very flat-footed as opposed to ready to go at a moment's notice.
Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it?
Nope. In case you're wondering where I would even get at these kinds of things, there's a YouTuber amongst a group called Sugar Punch named AVI who basically analyzes fighting game animation. One sec.
Nice.
Was aiming directly for my head. But you saw how it swung back to my side. It was very encouraging. People are smart. They knew I was sincere.
We're going to take a quick break. Stick around.
Okay, so Barry versus is Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday.
After that, they want me to get rid of them.
Nah. There's a lot of people. See, the thing about the Flash is that shouldn't he just be able to run faster than that? Shouldn't he just be able to outrun the people who are causing him the problems? Like, Captain Cold at least makes sense because it's a cold gun, you know?
Oh, we're going to be seeing him in the next game.
Leonard Snart.
Not portrayed in any capacity by Michael Ironside. Or was that a different character I'm thinking of?
No, I was talking about,
hold on a sec.
the version from Legends of Tomorrow, the Flash TV show. It's portrayed by the guy from Prison Break.
Oh my god. And we just socked Grundy in the jaw. I got out ways. So now Flash is going in traveling by map via the Muppets.
It's the Muppet Show!
I'm still remembering the fact that I basically made a Terra Xehanort sound like a Kermit. And as we remember, Troy Baker was in the wokest version of Uncharted.
With the irritating villain that you were not allowed to kill.
Because Neil Druckmann.
Neil Cuckman.
And Flash just steals everybody's guns. Oh, and Flash doesn't think to vibrate out of this construct.
Why?
I don't know. But we need him to fight against Sinestro for some reason. Flash versus Sinestro. How unrealistic are we talking?
I don't know. What the hell? That didn't make any sense. The guy just bailed out of his boat and fucked off. And the boat fucked off.
And now Flash on a motorcycle?
You know, stuff like that, stuff like the Flash motorcycle, the Spider-Mobile, you know, that always bugged me.
Yeah, nobody liked the Spider-Mobile.
I actually have a Spider-Man themed Matchbox car.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it better than the Spider-Mobile?
It looks like the original Batmobile.
Okay, then it's automatically better.
Yeah. Climb. You know what? If this was real life, what I would do is I'd get on the dashboard, climb over the windshield, climb onto the prow of the boat.
Oh.
And then jump off. Because that would be so much easier than whatever the fuck I'm gonna have to do here.
You know, sadly, I pity anybody with the title of Fastest Man Alive nowadays. You can guess why. Because
how am I supposed to get out of the water here?
Too soon.
Okay, that's stupid. That's stupid,
and now Flash
game.
is building a construct about a bunch of bricks just to keep Sinestro in. Spoiler alert: this doesn't work.
Oh, why wouldn't it work? I can't imagine why. It's not like he's got a thing that let him make stuff with his mind. Fucking idiot Barry, you should have stolen his ring.
And now Flash is going to get into a fight with Ollie.
I'm on him!
It's practically Goomba stomping on him.
Ram his car! Come on!
You think it's weird that, that Michael Rosenbaum voices is Flash in the Justice League cartoon? Well, it's not, Barry, it's Wally.
Could be weirder.
I'll run this guy off the road!
You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Oh, come on. I was trying to show off a stage transition. Alright, you know what? You're getting this. Run faster, Barry.
Run, Barry, run.
We're gonna get to more Barry bits in, friggin' Injustice 2.
Keep looking.
Now you are. What do you think of Ollie's outfit in this game? With that hood. Oh, and now we get to play as jank Wonder Woman facial animation.
Come on, where'd he go? Found that jackass!
Indeed. Yeah, sure, Yeah, Batman, really now is not the time to, you know...
God damn it.
Allow himself out to hold a grudge. Bane versus Wonder Woman. Bane versus Wonder Woman.
This isn't even a fucking contest. It's a literal demigod versus a dude on steroids.
I only got hit once.
911, please state your emergency.
How many police do you have?
Hello, I need you to stay on the line.
Oh, this isn't right.
Poosh!
Why did your accent just change there?
Oh, what, mine?
No. Oh, the guy whose car I just stole.
Ow. I'm sorry, just the hilarity of Bane versus friggin' Wonder Woman. Just, what on earth?
No matter how many steroids you're on, you shouldn't be able to beat Wonder Woman. It's like, you remember that time when Bane punched Superman in the jaw and it did nothing? That's what that would be.
Pretty
much.
much.
It would be a whole fight of Bane punching and doing more damage to himself than he does to her.
Stop hitting yourself. It would be like Frieza beating up Vegeta and him just saying, "Stop hitting yourself." And now he's going for a ride. Ooh. Oh, and in the background of this part of the stage, we have the brain from the Brotherhood of Evil.
The pinky and the brain, nerf!
I did meet the voice of the brain at Kineticon.
Neat.
He was fun.
I figured you were talking about a different brain, but I couldn't resist.
You know, the brain, I can't really say the brain from DC Comics because that would imply I met Glenn Shaddix before he passed away. Who also voiced the mayor of Halloween Town in Nightmare Before Christmas.
So I get to come here and remember. I press triangle to remember.
And now Wonder Woman versus Ares.
See, this is a fight that might actually have some kind of, I don't know, potential impact.
Sadly, Ares is not voiced by Alfred Molina.
Who's he voiced by?
Nor played by the guy, the same guy who plays Deathstroke. I forget his name, unfortunately. Poosh! So, I think it was J.G. Hertzler, or I believe his name was.
I've never heard that name. Press triangle to remember, guys. Press triangle to view this scene that we've seen a dozen times.
Thanks for rooting for me, sister.
Died October 26, 2012 at age 6. Yes, thank you, Tombstone. I totally couldn't do the math.
Poosh! Just shield bashed him in the face and won.
Like Captain America.
I forget who played Ares in the Wonder Woman live-action movie. I know it was the guy who played, what's-his-face in Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban. The guy who turned into
Remus?
Wolf. Yeah, Remus Lupin.
Yeah.
Two Batman beating up Bane. That seemed very one-sided.
Hey, there's some kind of barcode, well, QR code here.
I'm sorry if I'm not doing a lot of action bits in this story. In the story I'm making, but I feel like build up to the act. There have been a couple action bits earlier, and let's build up to actually some interesting bits, because this whole thing is kind of like a setup for a big action scene at the end, and then part 3 is going to be like the big epic thing, and it's mostly going to be similar to how the movie did it, but in a way that doesn't suck.
I was gonna say less stupid?
Yes. And Damian is going to end up being new Batman. Because that was actually an angle I did kind of enjoy from Deceased. Oh, by the way, Wonder Woman's gonna be fighting Raven.
Oh, somebody took off my car door. That might have been me. David, I'm gonna be outraged anyways. I'm actually pretty sure that I had both car doors when I pulled over, but I did pull over in the middle of the road, so that is kind of my fault either way.
Okay, Wonder Woman versus Raven. How much of a fight would there actually be?
It probably wouldn't be much of a fight. It'd probably be more like Scarecrow-y kind of thing than an actual combat fight, you know?
You know, interestingly enough, Wonder Woman was among one of the possessed Justice Leaguers in Justice League vs. Teen Titans. She, Flash, and Cyborg. Oh, and Superman was also possessed earlier on in the movie as basically Trigon's first victim. Oh, come on.
Oh yeah, that thing that I was trying to explain earlier. So the main villain of this movie, called the Sorceress, was called Trigon in the opening of the movie, and Tragon in every other scene he was in.
That's so dumb. Why is something so wildly inconsistent?
Dunno.
Not even gonna wager her super bar.
That doesn't look right.
Seriously, Raven? You're gonna be the one L I take? God!
Jesus, where'd that come from?
Or rather, the first L I take, because later chapters in this game get pretty hard. As we'll see in the last chapter of the game, which is obviously Superman. So yeah, my bit regarding Superboy's talk with McGann was kind of basically him realizing that he might have done a bit too much of the Hollywood persona to really, you know, develop his own personality. You know what I mean? Because let's be real, being famous can kind of make you anxious. Hi-ya!
Gotta connect to the CTOS network.
Boosh! Just threw my shield at her.
I was trying to think of a way to...
Oh, and also I did want to actually do something fun with the idea of using that robot chicken skit for a joke. And basically, Lex's hair in that skit would be reminiscent of Jesse Eisenberg.
The fuck is up with the fucking skeletal animations? What the fuck?
In this game or in your game?
In this game.
Oh,
My game has
jeez.
fine skeletal animation, it's just a little bit janky occasionally. Hey, that is a NetherRealm game.
Wait, who has janky skeletal animation?
You have janky skeletal animation.
Well, obviously, but who specifically? Are we talking either Wonder Woman or the Amazons?
Evil Wonder Woman, primarily.
And now they're getting into a cat fight, and Ares is, well... He's enjoying this.
What the fuck are you doing here?
He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, I am imagining him doing this while he's watching. Well, this won't be the last mirror match we get.
Wait a second. I think I see something.
Torch over there.
You know, funny enough, Wonder Woman, a lot of Wonder Woman's animation and fighting and her fighting style actually changes between Injustice 1 and Injustice 2. Like, instead of her switching between her sword and her lasso, like in this game, in Injustice 2, she basically gets a random buff from whatever god she happens to be hailing at the moment. Of the Greek pantheon, of course.
Look out.
Poosh! Poosh! Yep, that was Wonder Woman's super move. Okay, so in comparison to Abby from The Last of Us, Wonder Woman's structure
looks less like a... She looks less like a man, baby.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I'll check over there. This area's clear. I'm moving on. Nothing over here. Moving on. I'll check over there.
So that would basically end Wonder Woman's chapter. Oh, and Superman has unleashed Doomsday to wreck Metropolis.
Because that makes sense.
Oh, remember, this is evil Superman we're talking
I know.
about.
I'm just saying that there's still certain things that should be in or out of character for certain characters.
Oh, and... Oh, God. When we get to Injustice 2, man... Cyborg, for some reason, has a sword.
Because he totally needs one.
Black Adam pimp slaps Aquaman away.
Crap, I don't want to be next. Look out! What the fuck? Okay, remember your training.
So, for no reason at all, we're going to be playing as Batman fighting against Batman.
Of course!
I'm not even going to ask about the scenario because it's literally a mirror match. Oof. Nice. Indeed. If this was gonna be... If you were gonna wuss out of this fight... Batman, why did you even bring everybody here?
That's a good question.
Copy Bat.
The Extender 2000. Apparently this 28-year-old accountant named Jason Salt is trying to... Well, you can imagine what he's trying to do.
Yeah, baby.
Trying to...
Yeah, baby.
Use the Extender...
Trying to make Pornhub great again?
He's trying to use the Extender 2000 to, make his dick bigger.
Well, I'm probably
so
going to be taking another L on this one.
So that he can not be a virgin, apparently.
Try our new rejuvenating formula. You'll look younger, feel younger.
Yeah, the
and
end
you might
game
even act
aim
younger.
is not
One
exactly...
thing is for sure, you'll thank us. Available everywhere. Hey, the wait is over. Pick up your copy today of Inoculation.
Hey, baby. What do you want me to do?
I guess something sexy?
Oh, you're nasty. Like this?
Yeah, like that.
How about a private session?
Oh, well, what happens in private?
Only one way to find out.
Oh my god, Courtney? Courtney, is that you?
Oh, shit.
So I think this guy might have been talking to his sister on some kind of cam site. Not really sure.
And now we're gonna kick his ass through the elevator.
Girl, your magic's like a potion. I'm sorry about the ocean. Oh yeah, that's a shit.
We kicked our ass.
You're fucking genius, man. I'm gonna be a legend. Let's roll.
Indeed.
Hey, everybody out there on the internet.
I think the bigger crime than spying on that guy was not stopping him.
Indeed. So now Bruce has to convince his stubborn old mule self. I'll have to help him. Well, consider, if you will, Bruce, that he is literally you. So now we're bringing over good Superman.
Presented for your consideration. Me.
Final chapter of this game, Superman. Oh, and by the way, before we get into our first fight with this Kal-El, we got one more QuickTime event.
Who wants a QuickTime event?
And suddenly the game is running at chugging in speeds, and now it's back to normal. And Superman's about to take on Black Adam.
By himself? Alright.
Yep. Oh, and now we're gonna blow up some
Good
cars. We're literally gonna blow up a bunch of cars from oncoming traffic. And reminder, this is the good Superman.
Remind me, when did this game come out?
2013. So Man of Steel was a thing that happened.
You know, people complained about what Superman did in that movie. I don't think they really, you know, this. Did they not complain about
I think I lost a caller.
what he did in this?
Some people did.
I mean,
I complained.
What good Superman did in this?
Fourth Snake did. And Fourth Snake hates the DCEU.
I've got a fucking burrito. They call this van the burrito in Grand Theft Auto.
They call this the Man of Steel. I know you like that movie, but still,
They call
that movie. You gotta admit that movie had its own fair share of problems.
No, it didn't. Because, let's see, the main problems with that movie, it was John Kent.
I need to pick him out fast.
Dying.
Yeah, his death. His death was the biggest problem that movie had.
Yeah, that was bull crap.
And it was like, oh, that might have been the perfect time to place the heart attack so that, you know, Clark... a friend of mine laughed at that when I said that because he thought that was a bit over the top, but I figure that would have been a perfect place to put the heart attack.
Stupid bastard! You attacked me!
Okay, so you want to know what I said when, in Dragon Ball Super Broly, when Goku was being, like, sent to Earth, like, at the beginning of the movie, he's Dragon Ball minus bit.
Yeah.
Like, so, I was like, Fran was like, getting a little emotional over it because, as you know, Goku, Bardock and Gine were actually kind of very wholesome and whatnot, and he didn't want to see that happen to them. Poosh! So I was just like, because let's be real here, that was pretty much ripping off Superman.
You know, I rewrote Dragon Ball Evolution, and I won't spoil much,
and
but I didn't
freeze Black Adam in place.
But I didn't rip off Superman, and I didn't even have an obligation to do something like that.
My obligation of rewriting Justice League Dark Apocalypse War was because it was a piece of crap. And IGN somehow gave it a 10 out of 10, while good movies like Teen Titans The Judas Contract and Death of Superman got nearly a 5. And I'm like, go fuck yourselves, IGN. You can't spell ignorance without IGN.
No, you can't.
Superman just took off Sinestro's ring.
Crime detected on the other side of the bay. Thank you. I'm not gonna bother. That'll require me driving back over the...
So our next fight is Superman versus Aquaman.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna bother. That's... I'm gonna bother. I'm gonna bother.
How unrealistic are we talking?
Yeah, does he have the trident?
Yes.
Absolutely, completely unrealistic if Superman's gonna lose. If Superman's gonna win, rather.
He's gonna win.
Okay, absolutely, completely unrealistic. Kind of like fighting Goku with the Power
nearly killed Superman in Justice League, throwing him Atlantis. That was also a really good Justice League movie.
Yeah, one of the all-time best Aquaman storylines, too.
And they actually did it pretty good. Even having the voice of Starkiller from Star Wars The Force Unleashed as Orm.
Yeah. Did you know that...
And weirdly enough, that the Star Wars: The Clone Wars actor who played Anakin and voiced Arthur.
Gotta keep an eye out.
Matt Lanter.
Very close.
Yeah. And suddenly Aquaman is gonna be a son of a bitch.
Yo, keep on moving.
Nah. I didn't get any rewards for it, but that was the game's fault.
It's a shame.
Crime potential normally triggers a crime stopper if you're...
See what I mean by the game's difficulty suddenly ramping up?
It's called rubber banding, I believe.
Yeah, but this was never an issue earlier on in the game.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Need for Speed Underground ever since I got my Wii U modded. And that game seems to be kind of rubber bandy as well. Because there are times when I'm driving perfectly and getting things done.
Well, taking another L.
The other cars
we're gonna redo this.
Just speed up beyond their maximum speed to speed past me, even after everything's like the nitro's expended and things like that. Great game, but you know, that's kind of bullshit, you know.
Whoosh. Seriously, Arthur? You know, Aquaman actually has a pretty, as you've seen last time, has a pretty neat super. Hell, Arthur. There. He's done. That's all for the tomfoolery fights in this game. Guess who Superman's gonna have to fight next?
Superman?
Well, duh, that's a given.
Try to remember.
We're fighting Doomsday.
Oh.
Like, Superman's really lost a fight against this guy, but then again, those fights were bloody. And I do mean bloody.
Shame this is only a T-rated game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Watch Dogs Legion's gonna be out on October 29th. If anybody cares.
That girl has a lot of friends.
This is about letting go.
I know.
We've all suffered a horrible nightmare, but you have
to stop
trying to fix it.
I have to kind of wonder, or if Jonathan Kent was supposed to be one of the two people who taught Clark morality in in the Superman mythos, why does he imply the suggestion to Clark maybe he should have let the kids die on that bus?
Well, it's because he really doesn't know what the right choice was, because
now
as you see afterwards, people kind of some of them kind of hate Clark more than they already did, and he's kind of painting a target on himself. So
that seems a little silly.
Promise me you will stop.
Doomsday, your AI is a massive asshole.
I killed her.
No, you fucking didn't. You're not even indirectly responsible for this bullshit, Aiden.
I don't blame you.
Still, at least you look better than in Batman v Superman.
But promise me you will stop.
Why they use General Zod's body and Lex Luthor's DNA, I can't fathom.
That's not actually Doomsday.
It's supposed to be Doomsday according to the movie.
No, that's not actually Doomsday. That's the thing. Thing is, that is fake Doomsday. That was the whole thing about the false sword of Alexander earlier.
Then why did Superman die to fake Doomsday?
Because it's not... I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing was supposed to have been explained in Justice League, but then Justice League was a completely different movie.
You got a problem. Survivor from the stadium. That guy talks, he'll ID you.
Survivor? How did that happen?
I'm guessing he didn't die. Now, relax, I got a plan. Meet me at Gorman Heights on the rooftop.
So we're gonna throw this guy off the rooftops, Jordy?
I swear, Doomsday is not even... Doomsday is just so friggin' unnecessary in this game. I'm not even saying that out of, like, salt or anything. I'm
Considering
saying
I pinned them to a wall,
I'm
I would
saying that
assume
literally
that they're dead.
because why is he even here when he doesn't contribute anything to this game's story? Oh, and we're now going to get pummeled through the center of the Earth.
Because that's totally something that could happen and have the Earth and whoever was pummeled through it survive.
Considering it was Superman and Doomsday.
Okay, considering it's Superman and Doomsday, hey, that's a bit less.
You know, for the longest time, one character I have constantly wanted in this game series was Beast Boy. Just because imagine what they could do with like a shapeshifter, or in this game. Like,
They'd probably be incredibly uncreative, like they have.
Well, consider the fact that Beast Boy is not necessarily the most creative when it comes to combating people with his animals with the time, unless it's the times where he does have to get creative.
No,
because he can be creative.
I'm talking about the creators of the game specifically, not the...
Hey, if he turns into a T-Rex, I'm not giving a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Zod chokeslams people through the moon. He goes one step beyond your version of Injustice Superman.
The vigilante. One poster wrote,
"What the hell do you think you're doing?
He is a menace to the city."
What the hell do you
The Virgin in Injustice Superman chokeslams people into the moon. The Chad General Zod chokeslams people through the moon.
And even revolutionary. The questions remain. What is he revolting against, and why?
I'm not actually revolting against anything, I'm just kind of doing things.
Hey, look!
That's the guy the cops are after!
I know you! You're that criminal!
Cute. Protection.
911, please state the nature of your
Send
emergency.
the cops out. I think I found the fugitive they've been looking for.
Hello.
Oh,
Are you
and
Hello?
Regime Superman in this game has as boss AI.
So how bad we talking here?
Not as BS as Shao Kahn and MK9, but pretty bad. As in, he also has a longer, or duration and for his character skill, which in Superman's case just enhances his strength. Now, that normally wouldn't be such an issue, but this a-hole will have... This a-hole not only has longer augmented super strength, but also... Oh, he can instantly just get it right back! And for some reason there's no music playing. There's supposed to be music.
Perfectly, flawlessly programmed game. 12 out of 10, 11 out of 13.
And we're still without music. I swear it's not on purpose.
Check the music volume.
There was music playing earlier.
Yeah. Check the music volume anyways.
I can't check it without going back to the main menu.
Can't adjust the music volume while pausing the game?
No.
Oh, well that's bullshit. I can. Okay, y'all knocked that over, not me, and I have no idea how.
This asshole's
and I'm knocking him around the Fortress of Solitude.
beating through a straw when I'm done with him.
Ooh, right into the Phantom Zone. I don't like the sound of that laugh, Superman. Are we sure we're not playing as Sephiroth?
Aren't they voiced by the same guy?
Yeah. George Newbern. Well, at least until the Final Fantasy VII Remake came out.
What is this?
Into the sky! And the game's over.
Hey, anyone there?
Alright, so we're done with Injustice. Oh, now the music's back. See, the music's now back. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep. I know.
How can you tell that from wherever the fuck you are? I'm on a rooftop.
I know, referencing Marvel movie. He's as prohibited for DC games.
Hey, I see someone. Anybody know? Who up, buddy? Hey, over there!
So your thoughts on the Injustice 1 story?
Kinda stupid.
I definitely say, hey, this is a downgrade from the Batman games we were playing earlier. You know what they're... Yeah, enough killing from him and good Superman. Those totally innocent people in those cars. Think about them. Heaven forbid one of them be black.
From now on, killing is badong.
Oh dear. That's what we're ending this us on that kind of moral. I'm just kind of looking this... Ah, there you are. Didn't take long to find you. My Ultimate Edition of Injustice 2, signed by Vanessa Marshall, the voice of Black Canary. So the Injustice 2 had a prequel comic. Guess how much of it is acknowledged in the actual game?
Absolutely fucking nothing?
Pretty much. And Superman will have Ray Palmer inside of his head with a kryptonite shard, with a tiny kryptonite shard in his brain. Which, by the way, Ray Palmer in Injustice 2. What can I say about that guy's animation?
Ray Palmer in Injustice 2.
His animation is very lacking. He's the man that simply refuses to animate.
911, please state the nature of your emergency. Gunfire, hurry!
You could probably guess what I mean by that.
Hello?
Don't hurt me.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What?
Basically, Ray Palmer has the most lacking animation you will ever see in a NetherRealm Studios character.
Oh, that's a hell of a contest, isn't it?
His crouching animation is literally just using the Photoshop tool.
What?
To scale. It's using the scaling tool from Photoshop. It might as well be what it is. And like I said, that's the end of Injustice 1. Alex?
Yeah, sorry. I have bogeys on my tail here.
You were shocked to find out that that Ray Palmer's animations were Ray Palmer's crouching animation is literally the scaling tool from Photoshop.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Okay, I'm skipping these. So, since we can't get 3 people on here, we're gonna just skip right over to Injustice 2. Just gonna remove the disc. At least I can finally put this to bed. Hopefully I could actually record the story mode for Injustice 2. I should be able to. Because if not, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing.
Go through the Injustice 1 tower mode?
Oh, God. I'll have to do it as Zod, so I can show you the choke slam through the moon.
Oh!
Let's see.
Get in there and find that bastard.
Don't got chat. I'll check over there. Holy shit! Did you see that? He got hit! I don't see shit. I'm gonna look over. Jesus, he's hit! He's not here. Must have run off. Keep your eyes peeled.
I'll try to pick him off.
Oh, and this game is simply titled Injustice 2.
Can't be far. Start looking.
Okay, so welcome to Injustice 2. A game that has to constantly be online. I know, for some stupid-ass reason.
No, like Halo 4?
God, I don't miss this at all. Like, for real. So, last time... we left off...
We know your family's safety is important.
Basically, Superman got jailed. Old Batman got to say that I'm Batman, and we all got out of dance, we kissed, we schmoozed. You know that jazz. Let's see if I can stream this friggin' story. I know. Medium, subtitles on. Oh, thank God I can record the story. A NetherRealm Studios game. So now we get to see this version of how Krypton got blown up. By the way, the facial animation, no longer janky. NetherRealm has certainly taken a step up.
Jordy can be a pain to work with. He's the devil I know. Things were different. I might be.
Yeah, the animation actually does look a lot better.
Oh yeah.
But if he says we got a
cinematic
problem,
and the facial animation looks great.
Oh, the skeletal animation looks better too. Looks better too.
Ooh, that's brutal. In a T-rated fighting game. Oh, by the way, Brainiac destroyed Krypton in this continuity.
Interesting.
And he's voiced by Jeffrey Combs.
Jordy, who are they?
Huh.
Well, they live
Oh, and by the way, Supergirl in this game is voiced by Laura Bailey.
Well, security in these buildings is pretty tight. So, people like this...
Gotta admit, that's actually casting I've always wanted to see.
A simple chain lock on their door. I guess they want to have a good look at the pizza guy before they open it all the way.
All right, fine, sure. So about this problem.
Well, that's why I brought the bolt cutters. He opens the door this much, there's a chain right there, I slip him in and snip, and guess what? It's not the pizza guy.
Jordy, the problem, let's deal with it.
We are dealing
Jeffrey
with it.
Combs was in The Guyver, Reanimator.
You don't appreciate what I do for
He's
you.
most
You
well
don't
known for
realize
Reanimator.
how much
He also played Lovecraft in Necronomicon.
Oh, and he also voiced the Question in Justice League Unlimited.
Yes, that was excellent casting.
Oh, you remember the stiff from the stadium? He's not so stiff anymore. The cops got him in Chicago.
Though Jeffrey Combs' only competition for Best Brainiac voice is Corey Burton.
Point a finger. Right at you.
How did that happen?
If you've seen, you really need to see Superman the Animated Series. It's on DC Universe.
I don't have that anymore.
Ah, that's a shame.
I went out this morning.
We're gonna have to watch it at some point.
Jeffrey Combs was in Night of the Living Dead 3D Reanimation, which was a prequel to the 2006 remake of Night of the Living Dead, which was done in 3D.
You know how to use that thing?
Just get your ass down there. I got you covered. And don't kill
Oh, and they
the boss
pronounce
this time.
Kara's name as Kara in this game.
Think?
Well, if they're
Does that-
consistent about it, that's the only thing that matters.
They are.
Now, let's see. In the Wii U version, I think I came up with some kind of harebrained scheme to jump down and swam across to those docks over there. Let's see if I can do that and not die. I was aiming for that ledge over there, but yeah.
I honestly feel bad for Kara in this game. I mean, it's like not only does she go through this, but the events of story mode kind of make her go through a lot as well. You'll see what I mean. The story is a bit of a step up from the first game, but it still kind of sucks.
So how am I, legitimately, how the hell am I supposed to get up on this thing if I can't just pull up my boat to this dock and get on the dock?
He's a future douchebag. Deadpool, we have to kill him. Well, Deadpool doesn't actually kill a baby Hitler in his time-traveling adventures.
Sneaky fuck. Watch out, you got a fan.
Order in the court.
Careful, Pierce. One of them's getting brave.
I'm
Hi,
literally
Bruce.
on the opposite side of a, concrete barrier. They cannot see me.
Don't be
Appreciate the
suspicious.
concern,
Don't
Jordy,
be
but-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Once that line was crossed, there was no going back. Once you kill a bad guy, you can only ever kill good guys. You can't just stick to killing bad guys, no. It's not like...
Jason's like, I'm not talking about killing Dent or Scarecrow, or I'm not talking about killing Penguin or Scarecrow or Dent. I'm talking about him. Just him. Oh, hi, Damien. Oh, and Damien in this game is voiced by Scott Porter.
Fuck off, Jordy. It cost me the experience
Simple.
points.
I would not give a shit because I don't care about this version of you, Damien.
I'm hard-pressed to care about any version of Damien.
If it were animated movie universe Damien, I may actually care, but if it were this Damien, I'd just be like, whatever. He's not Dick. Oh, hi, Cyborg. Okay, so we're back to doing more realistic. Or how realistic is this guy winning going to be? Batman versus Cyborg. Let's begin.
There's so much wrong with that fight that I can't even begin to explain why. What the fuck?
What?
I mean, that's... Okay, I'm not going to go into the meta reasons, but the thing is that Batman versus Cyborg
By the way,
is
we're
like...
back to the whole CinemaScope to later 16:9 aspect ratio. This is a thing that's going to permeate a NetherRealm fighting game. Aims even into Mortal Kombat. I'm at 11.
Okay, honestly, I think that it would probably be either a pretty even fight or horribly biased towards Batman, because Cyborg is pretty good, but Batman would probably be able to pull something out. Not that would, you know...
That could probably hack into Cyborg.
Yeah, that's my thought on that.
You know, my version of Justice League Doom / Tower of Babel would basically be similar to how Doom did it, but with Jaime playing the part of Cyborg instead of with Jaime playing the part of the guy that basically is a guy that Batman doesn't have any real information on. Yeah, what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's the new guy in the Justice League. Batman doesn't really have a full compiled information bit on him, though I'm sure he probably has something on the Scarab, since Diana in this shared continuity of ours knows about the Scarab. And now Batman's gonna brutalize a couple of security guards, including this poor sap. Choke slam.
Don't see anything.
Go to sleep. 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 Yeah, that totally didn't kill him.
Huh?
Damien, we all hate you.
I
Batman
selected the
versus
Spec
Diana
Ops pistol.
By himself.
Absolutely fucking not.
By the way, Wonder Woman no longer has janky-ass facial animation. But her characterization in this game is... so bad. You will see what I mean when we get to her chapter.
I'm betting the boss is inside that office.
Oh, and by the way, we got a few chapters in this game where you get to pick between two people.
Huh.
And I'm going to let you decide on which chapters we go with, or rather which character we go with for the whole chapter. So I'm just going to kind of tell you right now. Chapter 3 is Green Arrow and Black Canary. Chapter 6 is Jaime and Firestorm. Chapter 7 is Cyborg and Catwoman. And Chapter 11 is Batman, or rather, Chapter 10 is Aquaman and Black Adam. And Chapter 11 is Batman and Superman.
He's all yours.
Okay.
So who do I pick for all of those?
I kind of lost track of who the first one was.
Ollie and Dinah.
Go with Dinah. I don't think we haven't seen her in Injustice 1, have we?
No, we just saw a picture of her.
Yeah, go with her.
Then for Chapter 6, it's Blue Beetle and Firestorm.
What are you doing? I'm asking how you found
Go with Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I like Blue Beetle anyway. Then the next one is Cyborg and Catwoman.
The kids are going to college soon. It's pricey for a union rep.
Cyborg, I think.
And there's also the Second Life.
Well, we haven't played as Catwoman.
No, then do Catwoman, I guess.
Alright. Then, and there's Aquaman and Black Adam.
Have we seen either of those before?
We've seen Aquaman.
Hey, go for Black Adam then.
and then there's Superman and Batman.
Go with
and the last chapter.
Yeah, go with Batman because that's the canon ending. Right?
Well.
All right.
So Batman for chapter 11 and 12.
It's Angelo Tucci. He's running a
okay.
convoy. It's too late. You'll never find him.
Who says I want him? Maybe he's got a family in town.
Why do you want his family? The fuck is wrong
Joseph
with you?
says that we'll probably need to play the story twice just because of the whole multiple character or sections
and multiple endings. That is this game, right?
Yeah. This game and Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath have multiple endings. I don't think Joker has sexually assaulted anybody. Has he?
I don't recall.
Oh, you are the DC guy.
Technically, I'm the Marvel guy. I've just become the DC guy by pure accident.
Well, you could be both. So this is before the whole happy pill thing. So now, how to justify this fight? Yeah, red solar grenade. Basically, a grenade that emits red sun radiation.
Because, of course, they had to come up with some kind of bullshit.
More fixtures incoming.
How bad?
I actually implemented a red solar grenade for Ravager to make sense of her beating up Connor. Threw him right into a toilet. Which, by the way, one thing that is evident in this game and Injustice 2 and in the original Injustice is that some of the characters punch like they're trying to hit over a waist-high fence,
or a chest-high wall, as it were.
Like, seriously, go give ABI's Mortal Kombat and Injustice videos a watch. They're really good. Oh, and now watch this. Oh, come on! You
know what you should probably do? Put your head behind the cover, buddy.
There's still also that forced choreography where we gotta justify the character you're playing as being on the left side every time. Oh, hi, Zaz, who died late in the comics as opposed to how this version of him dies.
The hard way, huh?
You know me.
I know you need to get moving. I'll finish up here.
Ooh. Slit Zaz's throat.
Wake up, Pierce. More fixtures incoming.
How bad?
Remember Kinderhook?
So Superman's not even going to bother or interfering with this fight. By the way, this is the one time where we had to fight against the playable version of Damien. Because for the rest of story mode, he is going to be Nightwing. Because as we can recall, he killed Dick Grayson in the stupidest way possible.
That was clearly a shoulder shot game. Take fucking...
Oh my. Someone made an accidental innuendo. Take this. A bear hug. Give me a hug, you son of a bitch. To be fair, Talia is kind of a bitch. That's crossing a line, dude. You don't... Oh, mention him failing to save JC. And for once, Superman has standards in this. Too bad that didn't stop him from killing Billy. Somehow. Through little effort at all. Indeed. Oh, hi, Lucius.
Okay,
sure
that
about
helicopter just disappeared into the night sky.
Well, Aquaman kind of has diplomatic immunity, being the king of Atlantis and all that jazz. Diana and Black Adam, however, are...
Hey.
They're in Kondak.
Me back. Did you find the guy we traced?
Yeah. Some bad history there. Listen, I need to find someone else. This time I have a name. Helena Tucci. She's related to a guy I'm after.
Does she live in Chicago?
Yeah, I need a location right now.
Got her. Wow, she's got a serious digital footprint. Okay, this morning she posted about a meeting today outside the Willis Tower.
Alright, I'll call you when I'm there. I may need more help.
Oh, hi, Dinah and Ollie. Which, by the way, they mentioned that that Ollie's is a different universe. Oliver Green.
Oliver Green?
Oliver
I don't know
Queen.
who that is.
Oliver Queen. God dang it, Queen.
He's a killer queen. Gumba, the gelatine. Dynamite with a laser beam.
By the way, Robbie Damon finally got into watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure despite actually being in part 2.
Huh?
Robbie Damon.
Ah.
He actually voiced Smokey Robinson in part 2.
Ah.
And I'm like, oh, hi, Brother Eye, which has been compromised in almost every media he's appeared in. Oh, hi, Harley.
Pardon?
Ollie did end up changing Harley for the better, or through in the Injustice prequel comics, and she basically renamed the Arrow Cave into the Quifer.
Yeah.
Which sadly makes a lot more sense. Yep, Grodd is one of the focused antagonists in this game. A mole in Gorilla City that Bruce happens to know. I wonder who that could possibly be.
Oh, yes, because that's not suspicious. Slightly less suspicious than me walking past this guy is me running away from him.
Dinah has a very nice booty. If Fran were here, oh dear lord.
How did they think that I would be responsible for something like that? That was an accident.
You're the protagonist.
Oh,
and
yes.
now we actually get... Oh, and I forgot to mention, there are actual titles to the chapters we play. So this one's The Girl Who Laughs.
Have you ever watched
Matthew Mercer voices Deadshot. Robert Englund is Scarecrow. And reprising from the Batman Arkham games is Tasia Valenza as Poison Ivy.
I just did that because I thought it was fun.
Oh, and Ivy's with the bad guys.
This guy crossed a line.
Even though it's implied she and,
He's fresh from a heist. Well, there's still time to stop him before
even though it's implied that she and Harley had a thing.
Have you ever watched It's Just Some Random Guys videos?
I've seen bits and pieces of his videos. He does an interesting voice for Soups.
You should check out some of the earlier ones, because there's some really interesting stuff in there concerning concerning Green Goblin and Harley Quinn.
Okay, Harley Quinn versus Poison Ivy.
Absolutely no fucking contest. We've already established Harley Quinn has no superpowers.
She does have a pesticide. Ouch. Seriously?
Hey, get some more guys out here. On it.
Ow.
He's pitching the wheels. I just got a gun.
Wow. Poison? Wow, Ivy's in more of a slap-happy mood. And now I'm gonna use my hyenas to beat up Poison Ivy. Who are conveniently color-coded in, like, the Fairly Odd Parents. Ah, come on! I wanted to show off one super move. Because the super moves in this game are actually really good. Also, the framing for the clash animations in this game look a lot better than in the last game. And she wins this fight.
Hey, I'm taking your fire truck, Chicago.
Need some more guys on this. Right. Any more of you coming?
Scarecrow has a new formula which tries to justify some of the fights he gets into.
Including all of them, because he was dead in the Injustice comics.
Apparently. he somehow resurrected himself in Injustice Year 5.
Because that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like, how are they going to make sense of Scarecrow being in this game when, you know, he's supposed to be dead in the prequel comics? But then I realized, oh wait, these games kind of ignore the prequel comics' existence. I don't blame them, to be honest. Because, really, those comics kind of suck. I mean, there are some neat moments in there, but no.
It's gonna hit the bastard.
Ooh! That was brutal.
You got it. Cut them off.
Come on. I want to show off Harley's move.
My ride is trash.
So, thoughts on Robert Englund voicing Scarecrow?
That's a great choice.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
But then again, he has voiced in DC properties before, as we've talked about, in Batman Arkham City. Or not Arkham City, Arkham Asylum.
Come on, where'd he go?
And he throws another special vial of fear gas that justifies the only appearance the Joker makes in this whole game.
Spicy.
With a design that makes that would make Jared Leto blush in embarrassment. Just watch. You do have my stream somewhere in there, right?
Yep.
Oh, and he's still voiced by Richard Epcar.
Yeah. Oh, nice cleavage.
Oh, somehow I'm dressed even worse than Jared Leto was.
See what I mean?
I look like a shitty cosplayer. Like Frank Miller's Joker with a weird fucking haircut.
Oh, God. I was waiting to hear your thoughts on this design, just cuz.
Look at me, everybody! I'm from Tumblr!
Send the police, fast!
911, please state the nature of your emergency.
We need the police out here right away.
Can you hear me? I need you to stay on the line. 911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, we need cops. A lot of them. Been shooting
This is
people.
hella cathartic.
Can you hear me? I need you to stay on the line.
I'm gonna see how long I can do this and get away with it.
So your thoughts on Richard Epcar as the Joker?
Fucking sucks.
Please come quick.
Hello, are you still there?
Honestly, he does improve. I have to say, some of his best work was in as Joker was in Mortal Kombat 11. You know, where he actually got to kill people in a very brutal way, unlike in, say, oh, you know, MK versus DCU.
Yeah.
911, please state the nature of your emergency. Someone's shooting here.
Well.
Sec.
Watch all units, initiating CTOS scan for suspect.
That was a royal waste of time. As this may be as well.
Poof!
Copy that. A high-powered patrol unit is en route to the suspect.
And now we're out of that hallucination. And we never see Joker in this game series.
What the fuck is up with Harley's outfit? I just looked down and then I looked back up. And that outfit is terrible. Okay, that's better.
They attempted a nod for classic Harley.
Yeah.
At least her default outfit in this game doesn't look as bad as Margot Robbie's. Those short shorts were a bit much.
That could have been worse.
Oh,
it could have been
Harley's gonna be
birds
fighting
of prey.
Swamp Thing.
Oh, as we have established. Isn't Swamp Thing technically on their side? Why would she be fighting them? Him.
Because Swamp Thing fights for the green. Oh, and Swamp Thing is voiced by the same guy who does Bane in this game, which is still Fred Tatasciore.
Why did you use that alligator as a weapon if you care for the green so much?
Because the alligator is not part of the green, don't you know?
But the alligator is green.
But he's not of the green, he is of the red.
I'm not even going to begin to question that. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
That is literally what is the animal version of the green. I have the DC Rebirth. I have the DC 52 thing, new 52 thing in my room that I could bring up for this bring down for this conversation, so you can see my point. Go get him.
This helicopter is still following me.
Just pistol whip Swamp Thing and he's done.
Yes, because that makes a lot of sense.
Why are you swimming?
Because I'm trying to get away from the cops.
Yeah, let's go after two unrelated mooks and not Scarecrow and his other mook on that boat. Because that makes sense.
You know, that makes total sense. Swimming in that fucking hat, Aiden. I'm not actually getting any further away from shore.
How is that possible?
Because I reached the end of the game, apparently.
Oh, and Swamp Thing's going to eat himself from the game for a while. Oh, hi, Kara.
Oh, hey, one of the boats just went to the outskirts of the game. I want to see if I can steal that before they do that.
So now we're in Kondak. Any thoughts on Supergirl's default outfit?
It's a bit too much gold.
And there's Black Adam and Wonder Woman?
Honestly, that is terrible. That is a terrible outfit.
Diana. Or Kara. She has a bubble butt, though.
Come on, I'm stealing your boat. Pull over, I'm stealing your boat. Oh, come on. Yes, I know the suspect is in the water. I'm the only one here.
And Black Adam got a new outfit.
Pull over, I want your boat. I want your... Hey, you, pull over, I want your boat. The helicopter's just meandering about, wondering what the fuck I'm doing.
Diana's got a nice butt, but I don't know about the outfit.
Drive! Fucking...
Recovering from surgery. What do you want to do? Yeah, Grodd's the alpha. It's not like there's a bigger fish in the sea. Because seriously, Grodd being the main villain in this game, that is a little anticlimactic.
Especially after Superman was the main villain of the last one. Oh, nice mustache, Ollie.
Be careful. Sorry.
Brave and the Bold, Green Arrow and Black Canary. We'll only be playing as Canary. Say hello to this version of Gorilla Grodd. Your thoughts?
I'm waiting for him to come onto my screen. Not the worst outfit in this game.
He and Cheetah are the only two, well, decently animated characters in this game.
Making him the main villain is a terrible idea.
Obviously, he's not the main villain. I was just being facetious.
I understood that. I'm just...
Oh, and now we have the Society.
No, it's Brainiac in this game, right?
Consists of Scarecrow, Deadshot, Bane, Cheetah, Grodd himself, Poison Ivy, Killer, Captain Cold, and Catwoman. I wonder why Catwoman is amongst the Society.
So that she could add more cleavage, because they didn't have enough. But no, this is a Brainiac game, right? Brainiac is the main villain of this game?
Yes.
Yeah, I like my version way better.
Okay, I'm at the Willis Tower. What do you got on Helena?
He's got a nice mustache and a neat little beard.
She likes selfies. Here she is making a duck face, a sparrow face. She loves her cats too. Why are you targeting this clueless girl?
You know, is it weird that I do...
Find her uncle fast and Helena's
you know, I ended up having this crack that after... Or, like, I watching Jaime and Kara's interactions in Versus mode, and also, their brief interaction in the prequel comic. I have this crack idea of getting them together.
And she's showing off a green backpack.
Thank you, social media. That's a start.
I'll keep digging.
Oh, and Captain Cold is voiced by C. Thomas Howell. Who most people have pointed out sounds eerily similar to James Arnold Taylor.
Oh, poor girl.
What's that?
I've got her medical records. She had an abortion last year. That might explain the therapist she's seeing.
Why are we prying this deep? I don't need a history, Clara. I need a location.
Hey, I started the search and information just
This
comes
isn't
in.
that
I don't
Batman
control
show.
the content. Hold on. Perfect. She just posted a status update. She's inside Connolly Square. It's a glass structure. Should be right near you.
I got it. Nice work, Clara. Now delete those files.
I'm dead sick, Aiden. We believe information should be free.
Clara.
Relax. We don't pick on innocent girls.
No one exactly call this girl innocent, but you know.
Poosh! God, I love you, Dinah. Hold on a second, I'm gonna look through some of her moves. Dinah's whole shtick is that she could basically judo throw you and, you know, the canary cry.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, speaking of Dinah versus Catwoman.
Dinah all the way. By the way, I hated the Arrowverse version of Black Canary. All three of them.
I never heard that.
Too fucking many of
I
them.
actually love that detail. All they add for like the canary cry. Oh, and this is Dinah's lame ass super move. She kicks you up into the air, screams at you, then punches you. Kinda lame. Ouch. Oh, and since we're having Black Canary fight against all four of these guys, she's fighting Bane next.
Huh.
Wow, Dinah. Oh, and Bane's design. Thoughts?
It's alright.
What do you think he's on to you?
Okay, Elena. You're up.
Hello?
Miss Tucci? I'm Dr. Hyatt with the Chicago General Hospital. We received your Uncle Angelo's blood work, but you're the only number he gave us. Do you know where we can reach him? It's urgent.
No, sorry. I haven't heard from my uncle in years.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Angie.
Elena, you need concert tickets again?
No, listen. I got a weird call. I think the cops are looking for you.
What? Damn it, you calling me just gave them a trace. Hang up now.
Gotcha. Where are you, Angelo Tucci?
Screw you, buddy.
There you are. Angelo Tucci.
Now, I should be able to come over here and kill the Scientologist.
911, please state the nature of your emergency.
There we go. It's hardly even killing.
Good luck with that.
He gets up to just to fall down again.
I'm getting a little nervous here, Pierce. You find him?
I'm tracking his GPS. Cut him off before he reaches the prison.
Nice.
Oh, his tubes weren't snipped like that. Ouch. Planet of the Apes reference. And all of a sudden, we are now fighting against Kent Nelson. Hi, Nebu. Dinah and Ollie versus Dr. Fate.
Yeah, there's no chance in hell they're taking him down.
Seriously, part of the fun of doing this with you is just to get at your opinions on who wins this fight. Obviously, Fate would clap Dinah's ass. Well, both Dinah and Ollie.
Dive into it! Do it! Okay, so it sounds like you've made a few enemies. Well, maybe more than a few. Expect some bad shit headed your way.
Great.
Force him off the road!
Actually, Nelson was a little more vulgar than that. He actually said Fate.
Ram inside!
But of course, that was censored in the comic. Just to have like that kind of effect.
Oh, god damn it. If you'd have actually knocked him down while he was still on the ground, we wouldn't be dead, Aiden. So, I took the opportunity to,
This guy's leading the prison transfer for my witness.
I took the opportunity yesterday to,
By the way, I do apologize for bombarding your DMs with this story.
Hey, if you feel bad about that, just make like a text document or something and send that to me when you get it done with.
I'm getting a little nervous here, Pierce. You find him?
I am tempted, but I feel like maybe when I'm done with part 2, I'll send part 3. And part 3 is like a text document.
Now,
that makes any sense to you?
Yesterday, I took the opportunity to count all of the video games that I have in my office and put them into a spreadsheet. And I found that I have 177. Technically, probably 178 now because I found a game that I missed yesterday.
And I just judo throwed Dr. Fate. Yes, because you could just remove the helmet of fate like that.
Hell!
I must consult the elder gods.
So it sounds like you made a few enemies. Well, maybe more than a few. Expect some bad. I need help here.
Great.
Got it. Back.
By the way, you're probably wondering, what am I going to be doing with Naboo in this story of mine? Since, you know, in part 1 I had him set up earlier to be like,
Well, obviously they're going to be invaded by the Trade Federation.
What?
Naboo.
Shit! Vehicle's
oh, right. That Naboo.
Vehicle's dead. Keep after him. I'll be okay.
Okay, so now we have Dinah versus Gorilla Grodd. It's supposed to be Kneel before Zod.
No, it's time to make America Grodd again.
Oh, come on, dude! Come on!
That's an actual line from Legends of Tomorrow.
Why? And my dad's watching that, and my dad's been watching that show.
I don't know why.
Oh my god.
You know what he says it in relation to?
What?
Kidnapping a young Obama.
That is so stupid! That is so friggin' stupid.
You have contacts in the prison?
Hashtag current year.
Oh my god. Oh, and speaking of guys who don't like Trump, apparently Eric Vale has decided to throw his hat in there, and let's just say he kind of bet on the wrong horse since he's siding with Joe Biden.
Well, I'd almost say that's a shame, but it is a shame, because now we only have, well, no future Trunks who haven't made absolute fools out of themselves on Twitter.com.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Well, I mean, there's him, and then there's Scott.
And Scott beat him to that punch.
Yep. We both know how that went.
Turned himself into Kaiser the Tool Neko for a very, very a list of very stupid reasons.
Yep. And people on Twitter, and even Scott's like, why do you call me a tool? You go out of your way to be such a jerk. And I'm like...
no, you kind of go out of your way to be a massive tool online. That's why.
Ollie, your genre savviness is why some people find you funny. Oh, and by the way, after this chapter, Dinah and Ollie are not going to be important at all to this story.
Oh, well, that kind of sucks, but whatever, I guess.
Because they're about to be beamed up by Brainiac.
Beamed up by Lamiac, you say?
I said Brainiac.
Yes, that's what I said, Lamiac.
Who, by the way, in this version is actually more true to the Kaluan thing than he was in the DC animated universe.
Yeah, because he was their, he was the Kryptonian AI thing that decided it was better for him to survive than to try and figure out how to keep them alive.
Which I gotta admit, that is an interesting angle to take that character.
911, what is your emergency?
Yes, police! Send police!
John Jones.
No.
Hello, I need you to stay on the line.
No, this isn't right. Slow the fuck down.
Ooh.
I don't even know what that guy was gonna do, but I know he was gonna commit a crime, so I had to kill him. I have a feeling that in any other situation that would lead to a broken leg on my part.
And somehow Brainiac did not break Big Dinah's neck.
Palin Correctional Center. They recently upgraded the place with Bloom's state-of-the-art security. Network locks, automated surveillance. If they were holding the guy in an older prison, might have a
So
problem.
basically, it's like
right
in this shared version of ours, Brainiac would probably be the second invasion that the Justice League has to deal with. Though I have to wonder, how much of Age of Ultron should we draw influence from, and how much of it should we improve?
Drop the gun! Get on the floor, now!
Well, let's see here.
Do it!
Because it does feel like it is an Age of Ultron movie, but so that's something we might as well go with. But how do we go about making Brainiac kind of like Ultron without him being Ultron?
Okay, so here's what we do.
Don't move.
We cut out Black Widow and the Hulk.
That's a given, considering the fact that I don't see any member of the Justice League, any sudden, like, any Hulk or Black Widow in the Justice League. That was an interesting decision Joss Whedon decided to go with.
Yeah. Interesting, you say.
I'm not entirely against it. It's just, what about Betty?
What about Betty? What about, I don't know, the fact that they spent an entire movie developing her and Captain America?
Yeah. Now, Whedon, that is an interesting decision, and I am curious. I am now Hal 9000.
It's over 9,000!
Oh, by the way, Brainiac hijacked Brother Eye in the prequel comics.
Okay.
I was thinking like the Lego Batman movie theme when I see him suit up like that. Damn it, Ryan. The thing from Brain Scratch. Anytime Batman does something kind of cool, well, he puts on the Lego Batman movie theme. Because this is basically Lego Batman, except trying to take itself seriously. Come on, you can't tell me that you don't see it.
Yeah, I definitely see it.
Meanwhile, in Kahndaq, Diana and Black Adam are wondering who has the better ass. Adam be like, what's the point of this contest when I'm wearing a cape and no one can see mine?
Inside.
Obviously.
Cut the shit. I should have sent you in here. This was your mistake.
You might want to keep it down. You'll end up with a free trip to solitary. I can't get you out.
I'm gonna find the inmate schedule. I'll be in touch.
Sorry, it was... So, Superman inside the Red Sun prison.
Jordy, I found the schedule. Where's the exercise yard?
Oh, hi, Batman. What do you think of Batman's default outfit in this?
I think it's better than it is in the first game. By quite a bit.
Fourth Snake kind of says it as it makes him look fat.
Why can't I take any of the guards' guns?
Said his paycheck took
You never asked.
Blows, man. This totally blows.
Okay. Oh, and now we're going to be playing as Barry Allen, now voiced by Taliesin Jaffe.
Does he have a completely different haircut, or is it just me? Hair color, or is it just me?
Probably just you. Oh, because remember, they changed up the models in this game.
This guy has Picasso ink all over his face. Ugly as shit. Makes him an easy mark. He's up here somewhere.
Oh, and now Barry's blonde.
How do I get in on that? Oh, bullshit.
Change your plans. Our prisoner transfer was a bust. So your plan B.
What do you need us to do?
Whatever it takes to get this guy talking.
You got it.
Hello.
Stop worrying about that, dude. He ain't real.
Now, how to get you off the roof.
Who says I have to be moved? Who are you guys? What about my lawyer? Where are we going? Answer me! Show me the paperwork! Where's my lawyer?
We're taking you to your lawyer.
No way!
Right after we clean you
what are you
up
gonna do?
first.
I ain't going with a
Shut
bunch of
the
crooked...
fuck up!
Damn, better reach him fast before they kill him. That's a problem. Some guards just took our guy.
Fuck, basement. They're in the basement.
Indeed, Barry. Who are you to argue? Run, Barry, run! Holy crap. So now we got some interesting fights for Barry Allen to participate in.
Seems like there's quite the little crooked operation being run out of this joint. Look at you, bringing justice back to the prison system.
Door's empty. Door's wide open.
No silent alarms have gone off. Watch your back.
What's a couple of bottom feeders doing at the stadium?
Barry's default outfit.
Think we don't have friends in high
Thoughts?
places? They expect a cut too.
No! I told you already. It wasn't a deal. We got called, man.
Fuck that, prick. Stop lying. We warned you before. Think we won't leave you for dead too?
I can't take
What, no
more.
comments?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I did this last time.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I
So
need
now
to...
Deadshot's out to not miss a shot. Ooh, right in the leg. Oh, hi, Captain Cold.
Officer down! No! I got shot! Fire down!
Oh, that's just cold, bruh.
Get back in cover!
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they killed Golden Glider. Yes, let's force the choreography. We need to have the character fight to the left. The character we're playing as fight to the left side of the battlefield.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! This is bad!
Oh, and by the way, Captain Cold has a very weak pose.
Yeah, that is not a good fighting stance.
Nope.
I saw him over there!
So we have one badly animated character fighting against another badly animated character.
You keep your eyes open!
Ouch!
Vital signs are dropping!
I love that move. Now to ruin the timelines. God dang it, Barry!
I'm in trouble here!
For once, I want you to ruin the timelines. Well, at least we get to show off Snart's super move.
Look out! Shots fired!
And I socked him right in the jaw. Meanwhile, in Gorilla City.
Right here in Gorilla City.
Oh, and Selena's obviously the mole.
Help!
Because seriously, Selena Kyle.
Inside.
When is she not
No. It was pretty
gonna be Batman's mole?
He's high-tech security prison. They make it quite easy, really.
Dunno. It's so unlikely that I don't even think about it.
Is it really?
Have we met?
Or is that sarcasm?
No.
Harley,
No, I've
why
never
are
seen you,
you
man.
able to beat a bunch of gorillas with a baseball bat?
It's not even a baseball bat, it's just a random stick.
60 days. In good behavior, you're out in 30.
That's some nice booty.
What does that say?
Meanwhile, with Mr. Allen...
60 years? What are you doing,
And
man?
now we're gonna be fighting Deadshot.
Showing you an alternate future. Now, in case you get the urge to share your stories or make a deal with the cops.
Obviously, someone's seen X-Men Days of Future Past and X-Men Apocalypse.
Indeed. There's too much silver on his outfit.
How did you even hit him through your shoulder, bruh?
Good question.
I'm guessing you're eager to get out of there. There's a care package on its way.
Okay, so now we gotta fight against Deadshot, who, by the way, is just as cheap as Deathstroke was in the last game.
Huh.
If not even more cheap.
Of course.
All units be advised. Suspect has been located. Officers requesting backup.
He just happened to go, grab a drink and then come back. Hello. Also, nobody in this game kicks with their knees bent. Time to muck up the timelines. Poof. Poof. Poof.
Ah, I didn't do what I wanted to. Oh. Civilian injured when a police car fell on top of them from...
Oh, by the way, now we're fighting against Reverse Flash, voiced by Liam O'Brien.
25 feet up. That's totally possible. That's not immediately fatal.
Poosh. Poosh.
Be advised, a high-powered patrol car has been sent to his location. I'm gonna spit him out.
Because this pretty much is what it is.
Stop now!
And we're done. I was just putting on some Sonic Adventure 2 while that happened. It's all wrong.
This is the police. He definitely knows how to drive. We're doing our best to keep up with him. I'm ordering you to pull over.
Hey, if your ancestor is dead, I think think this time travel logic would dictate you just fade.
Well,
And you know
if that was before, you know, the sequence of events, but yeah.
By the way, that movie theater is showcasing the same movies. These Final Wish and Hidden Crimes.
Are those even real movies?
No. That's cute. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the stupidest man alive. I thought you said you were the fastest. Hey, fastest doesn't mean smartest. Time to muck up the timelines again.
He's safe. Now, Lena's attacker.
Poosh!
I want the one responsible. Damien
Ouch.
bragged about a second hacker. Someone else inside the Merlot. I need to find out what Damien
Goodbye. Oh, hi, Hal Jordan, now voiced by Steve Bloom. Okay, Barry Allen versus Hal Jordan, round 2. Okay, so now we're fighting Hal again.
Oh, that is a terrible hairstyle.
Did Hal just clip right through the floor? He just clipped through the friggin' floor! He got right back through, but still, he clipped through the friggin' floor.
In deluxe color, as if that means something these days.
Ow. Ow! Smack. Smack. Okay, that super move is only slightly better than the previous game's super move.
Aiden, we had a very unpleasant meeting.
Oh, by the way, the flying characters barely generate any sort of torque whatsoever when they twist their bodies around.
Is that you in the news? The vigilante?
I would like an explanation to how that works.
But we already knew there was another hacker. You found something new.
Ah, intriguing, isn't it? Come, let's meet and I'll explain.
Tell me.
Oh, god dang it, I mistimed it.
Oh no, my information, my rules. Besides, we need to make up for last time. I'm very excited, Aiden.
I'm not taking an L to you, Hal. Your movie sucked anyway.
You're gonna give me a super suit, make sure it's not green or animated.
Oh, God. Okay, what were your thoughts on Deadpool 2 when that came out?
Oh, Deadpool 2 is a good movie. Deadpool 2, the super duper cut, is not.
Not even with Caribbean Blues?
The soundtrack choices are kind of stupid, and there's the stuff that's added doesn't add anything that was worth adding, so...
It does add some context, and it gave us that extended fight scene.
Yeah, it's just not as good as it... They added a bunch of other stuff that really didn't help. Like a bunch of dumb jokes and things like that that didn't... Strangely enough, didn't fit with Deadpool.
I'm Captain Delicious Pants.
He looks like Nathan Fillion now. Except his hair is really bizarre.
Data, we'll send you an upload point.
Yep. So now, next chapter, we are going to be playing as Hal. So for our first Earth scenario of fight scenes, Hal Jordan versus Aquaman.
My Arthur, you're looking...
and reprising from the last game, Phil Lamar once again voices Aquaman.
Huh. My, Arthur, you're looking mighty weird today. Like a combination of Jason Momoa and The Rock, but white.
And voiced by a black guy. Oh, and Hal's channeling some rage. Okay, who wins this fight?
I don't know. Not exactly what I'd call a clear-cut thing, but it's also kind of stupid in pairing anyways. Is because I don't really know why. It just seems kind of odd.
So, Steve Bloom compared to Adam Baldwin from the previous game.
Yeah, I can't hear the voices, so...
Gotta admit, it is an interesting choice, but... still, it seemed kind of safe, if you ask me. We're gonna pummel Aquaman with a robot. Yes, listen to reason as I smack you in the face with my robot schlong. Also, everybody who wears a mask has weird eyeliner.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Arrow in a way.
The guy also reminds me of The Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
So now Brainiac's invading Atlantis. Yes, let's erect a wall.
I'm gonna build a wall and we're gonna make,
Brainiac pay for it?
Yeah. I'm gonna build a wall, we're gonna make Brainiac pay for it.
So let's run him over with a truck. Oh, and now Hal's fighting Cheetah. Oh, God. Using some social media terms here, buddy. You're Hal Jordan, not Kyle Rayner. See, I could understand if it was Kyle Rayner saying this crap, but not Hal Jordan.
Yeah, he's kind of a military guy, not a social media guy.
Go ahead, but we don't have a lot of time. He'll swing by his office, get the codes, and meet us later.
Sounds like the data's on the move. Need to hurry.
Ow. Okay, so realistically, who would win this fight? Cheetah or Hal?
Probably Hal. He can fly and make things with his mind. Cheetah's just... I don't even remember what her powers are.
She has superhuman strength, and whatnot, and she also has the power of and she also has the power of a curse that was given to her that turned her into, well, a pussycat.
Okay, so, not something that could go up against Green Lantern realistically and win.
Well, her claws can also cut through Kryptonians.
Well, yes, but he can fly. All he has to do is conjure a machine gun from a far distance away and hope his power battery doesn't run out.
Pew. Ow. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to redo that fight because she just kicked my ass.
Yeah, he could literally just do that all day long. I mean, he could just summon up a giant robot.
Well, don't forget, this is Hal Jordan we're talking about, not you know, Kyle Rayner, Jon Stewart, or hell, even Guy Gardner. Oh, and by the way, from what I mean by Cheetah having being one of the better animated characters is basically take all the weird quirks of this game's animation and apply it to a character who scratches you. Who and also does these weird flippy doos. And imagine what you could, and basically let her just go nuts. She gets up just to get back down again. This is going to be a running gag, folks. Meanwhile, Aquaman is fighting against a bunch of betas. And Hal summoned a giant Gatling gun. Because apparently the King of Atlantis couldn't handle that group. Nice. Oh, hi, Bane. Yes, Bane is going to try and take on Hal Jordan.
That's not gonna go well for him.
Yes, because we have to keep reminding everybody what Bane is best known for. Herp-a-derp, I broke Batman's back! Heck, I'm relevant, guys!
Take him out! Relax, we're here!
And he didn't even do anything in Batman and Robin.
Yeah, he just like...
Kakarot! Bat-Karot!
Yeah, except Vic still had more lines than Bane did. As in more actual lines of dialogue.
Hey, you. I'm taking your car.
Screw you, Sabbath. Sabbath had like a watch party going on with,
yeah, and he said he...
Dragon Ball Super Broly, and he's like, oh, this new Broly is so much better, because all we had Broly say was just like Kakarot and whatnot. I'm like, buddy, you're literally just doing that is just to be spiteful. You're not doing this because to be funny. Because that's not funny at all.
No.
And Bane goes down.
And boom goes the Banemite.
Poosh! I'm sure. So yeah, Fran will probably be joining us next week, not this week. Though then again, he'd probably. Oh, by the way, we're gonna get the only appearance of Atrocitus in this story mode. As in, after this fight that we're about to experience, he will never appear again. What a waste of a character slot, am I right?
Emergency?
Yeah.
The police out here as soon as you can. Hello.
Oh, hi,
I think I
Dexstar.
lost a caller.
Hit him!
Reading Dexstar's backstory kinda depressed me. Like, oh my god, it's so sad. You ever get to read it?
I don't remember.
Backup is here!
Dexstar was once an Earth cat who had an unusual blue fur color and was raised by this nice lady, but her house got robbed and she was killed by a couple of guys.
Oh, that was one of the Red Lanterns,
and then
right?
Dexstar would, yeah, he's the Red Lantern.
Oh yeah, I've read that. Oh man, I forgot the name. Yeah, that was sad.
I was almost gonna cry after reading that. Holy crap! And this is one of DC's side characters? And of course, the guy who voices Atrocitus in this game also voices Shao Kahn in MK11, and there is literally no difference whatsoever in the voice that he uses for Shao Kahn.
Next time, get it. Next time.
Blackest Night.
But he isn't Vengeance. He isn't the Knight. He isn't Batman. You should be talking to Batman. Batman is Vengeance.
By the way, that episode of Batman the Animated Series was the official debut of Scarecrow in that show.
Cool.
Well, by that I mean the official debut of that version of Scarecrow. I don't mean in general, because come on. It's not like it's Harley Quinn, who did debut in Batman the Animated Series. You know, at one point, you know, in one Versus intro, Atrocitus tries to offer a Red Lantern ring to Kara.
And
she's like, and I forget what she said, but she basically makes a remark that Atrocitus did not approve of.
Fuck you.
No.
Nicely done.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to look some of this up. Though Atrocitus has been beaten, and we will never see him again.
Our next package will be waiting for you when you're ready.
I didn't know Hal Jordan was the long-lost Ultraman.
Bye, Dexstar. Bye, Atrocitus. We'll never see you again. It's still weird that even some of the ladies in Injustice actually, you know, are still somewhat busty and whatnot.
This was before the NetherRealm went broke.
They decided, let's do that Polygon interview where we say, oh, our designs are getting more respectful to women, and I'm like, So
Your
by
designs
respect-
aren't respectful to any human being. Just leave it at that.
Find this guy.
Yeah.
And get this over with.
Oh yeah, sure. Or we could bloody and mutilate every Mortal Kombat female we go up against, but it's okay because they're fully dressed. So now Brainiac's ships are invading at incredibly slow speeds. Oh my god, I wish I could fast forward this crap. But then again, that would require me having editing software during a live stream.
Now that would require you literally editing the fabric of time.
Yes. Whose powers would mine have to be comparable to in order to do that? Like if we're talking strictly DC?
Ooh. I don't even know.
Oh, speaking of Blue Beetle and Firestorm, we're going to be playing as them next. Or rather, Jaime, since you picked Tim. By the way, Jaime in this game is voiced by Antonio Del Rio, who is also Pit in Kid Icarus Uprising. And I'm like, that's a casting I've also wanted to see for a while. You're not Ryuji. And I know your thoughts on Jaime's design because you literally did that design to Ed Boon.
I think my exact words were, "What the fuck is this?"
We need to make this quick.
Oh dear.
His pride is his weak spot. Just play it up. Convince him to say what he knows.
Me having experienced this, and you.
He's too reckless. It's too dangerous.
Oh no. Let's see who this charming fellow is. Oh, Skip Stelrecht got
Where are you?
Got
I
Tim.
think you're gonna like my answer.
Tim's.
You know what?
Got the
Forget
shirt
it.
that Tim made for
Don't
him.
need whatever you got. Brought me nothing but trouble. We're done talking.
Oh, too late, Aiden.
Fusion
Where
Ha!
I am. Never mind, I'll send you the feed. Find a TV and have
We are now a character with bad flying animation.
That's Nikki's house. What are you
Seriously,
doing?
Firestorm has the same
hurry,
torque
my boy.
issues that every other flying character in this game has.
Damien,
Wow, already people are suggesting free Superman.
Why?
Because Brainiac.
Didn't he kill a bunch of people? Isn't that... No, you don't make a deal with one devil for the sake of another.
Well, apparently.
You know, y'all could maybe not gather in front of my car. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
He played me. That son of a bitch played me, and I let him. What's he doing, Nikki's? No, he won't hurt them. I'll kill him if he touches them. No, he has to know that. No, he's trying to draw me there. He wants me to work with him. By the guys who attacked us?
Hi, Damien.
Fuck that.
Oh, I'm going after a guy named Damien in this.
We're gonna be fighting Damien in this. But as Nightwing. Damien. You're not dreaming. So, since you picked Jaime, our first opponent is Black Adam.
I apologize.
You wrote yourself in this corner by picking him.
Hang in there, guys. I'm coming.
I'm sorry.
I'm coming, Elizabeth, and I just fling myself into a wooden fence.
6 years old. It's tragic. Where are they? Such a waste. All of this, it's such a waste. You know, the real tragedy here is that...
You gonna pour some salt into the kid's wounds?
Surrounded by so many fragile things. It makes you fragile.
Hold on a sec. Been a while since I played it.
Where?
As Jaime.
You don't want to answer that. Yeah.
Ow!
Nikki, where are you? Nikki! Stop and think. You fuck around and she's dead. This isn't how I wanted it. But this is where we are. If you'd listen to me, things would be different.
Ow!
They are. It's only Nick. That little boy. I don't know what it is. But this was gonna happen.
He missed.
I went to a hard drive. Told you there was another hacker. That will lead you to his computer. Get it?
Ooh!
You'll find out who.
And now I beat Black Adam with Jaime.
You lost your right to question me.
Overkill.
That's all you need to know, and that's the price for me. Stop overthinking, Aiden.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Regular updates. In exchange, you get to talk to Sis. Quid pro and all that. This won't end well for you. Perhaps, but don't get clever.
And now we're gonna be fighting Damien. Jaime versus Damien. Who wins? Wow, you don't even have a decent comeback for that one.
Damien doesn't have him. I hope he's got his tablet. There. He's on the L. Oh shit, someone's after him.
Wow, you are an asshole.
That is a... What is with the outfits in this game? They suck.
Come on, I can make it.
Even the Nightwing outfit?
Yeah, it's like that thing. That's terrible.
He's got Nikki.
Hold on a sec.
Yes, just leave their front door open.
That is brutal, Jaime. Part of why I made him.
I didn't even hit anybody.
And Jaime gets some quips in as well. I'm not sure how I can imagine a game between him and Spider-Man and going head to head. They just be going at each other with puns. And Damien is down.
Check every car. Kid's here somewhere.
Yes, like in the comics, he slips into gratuitous Spanish. He is Latino from Texas.
No, it fucking wasn't. I was ramming into the bad guys. He wasn't anywhere near me. Fuck you, game.
I can't reach him in time.
Can I skip this cutscene?
Get Jackson
I want to skip this cutscene.
I can't really skip cutscenes when I'm streaming because some people watching my stream probably haven't seen this game's story mode.
Well, I've just been through this cutscene already.
Every car, kids here somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright, that's bought me time. Make the next station.
Of course.
Alright, that's bought me time. Make the next station.
Oh, and Cyborg's outfit. And your thoughts? I wish I knew. Wish I knew what anime said, but then again, Fran would charge me for translation.
Oh, I thought y'all were gonna be chasing me.
Hit him! Find him! He has to be close. Look around.
Oh, and since we're in this scenario where Jaime Reyes is taking on all of Superman's crony, is Jaime versus Cyborg.
How can they shoot from a car, but I can't?
And once again, like I said, Alex, the reason I picked the reason I asked your opinion on these scenarios is because since you're the one who suggested it, I am asking your opinion.
I'm not
like
sure. I mean, that's a pretty good fight, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
Now!
Reach Tech versus Apocalypse Tech.
Smash into him! Damn it! Need another ride.
Cyborg, I know you wanted to come in for a hug, but now's not the time.
Not now, come on, you
Give
stupid
me a hug.
Really? Hi, tonight. It's time for epic meal time. I'm the sauce balls. And tonight we're dining on this wannabe demigod bitch. I'm not wagering. Just summons a giant fist out of nowhere. So basically, Cyborg's new shtick in this game, as opposed to the first one where he was just healing himself, he can essentially summon whatever he feels like from a little box.
So he's Green Lantern now.
Apparently. So I'm probably going to finish up this chapter of Jaime being an all-around badass, and then I'll conclude for the night.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, likewise. I didn't even hit that guy. Yeah, likewise. Once I get done with this mission, I'm probably gonna be done.
Oh, hi, Supergirl.
Jax.
And just as a friendly reminder, this is a scenario you constructed. So we are now having Jaime Reyes going up against Supergirl.
Back at the house, did you hear those men say anything?
Well, if otherwise it would have been Firestorm, right?
Yes.
Okay, neither of those are really... Why is Firestorm burning with kryptonite fire?
Because Supergirl's a bad guy, at this point.
No, I mean, why is he able to?
Because apparently in this because apparently in this version he has the powers of Captain and Atom.
Oh,
yeah, we'll meet you there.
Okay.
So Firestorm's gonna fight Wonder Woman in the background while we take on Supergirl with Jaime.
Okay.
Men at the house in this. Skin checks. It's good.
So, how unrealistic are we talking?
Yeah. Pretty unrealistic, I'd say.
You know, funny enough, Black Beetle in Young Justice was able to easily take out Superboy.
Hello, sweetheart.
Supergirl's like, you need to work out more. And I'm like, look at his physique and you tell me if he's a guy that doesn't work out.
How bad is it?
It's bad.
Because look at Jaime and tell me if he looks like he needs to work out.
You wanted me to call you.
Oh, come on.
If he works out anymore, that suit's gonna have to have an expansion.
We'll pay you accordingly.
You do know the Scarab is literally attached to his spine and could probably expand with him.
That was a joke.
Great, thank you.
I know, that's a joke.
He needs to clean.
Oh, I was playing along with the joke. And I ended up making the joke, as a reference to this game where it's like the Scarab... Jaime was suggesting that the Scarab was going to basically try to act on Jaime's supposed desires for the Girl of Steel, and she's like, oh, you'd be lucky to tickle me.
No.
And unfortunately, Connor and McGann were around to hear that, so everybody just ends up being a little embarrassed by the flirtatiousness. 10 tons of steel, Wonder Woman breaks through it effortlessly.
Northbound train arriving shortly. Of course. While cleaning the color system. Hockey.
A little space, please.
I need it.
So now Firestorm's gonna try to nuke everybody.
Okay, that's too far away. I'm going for the campaign.
Oh, and Batman shows up.
No. Joy kill. No. Cock block.
Yeah, we don't get Jason blowing up everybody. A lot of people who could take down Batman and not one of them tries.
Operator, you're on a secure line. Go ahead. Unfucking believable. Some guy just broke into my gear. Repeat, please.
Who got her ass kicked by Blue Beetle.
To go get him.
Hey, ass. What's your problem? Hey,
Then again, considering their interaction in the prequel comic, maybe she held back. But like I said, that's a maybe because I doubt this game actually planned for that kind of interaction. So yeah, this entire chapter was pointless. Because Batman was just going to release Superman anyway.
I'm heading into a tough neighborhood. I need to be prepared. Hi.
How can I help? What are you looking for?
Authorities at
Well, maybe
Chicago's
not that
Correctional
cell,
Center
but what about
are
that
checking
cell
the
over
security
there?
protocols today after a prison break. Facts are sketchy, but we do know that at least one prisoner managed to make it past all security checkpoints. Fortunately, Chicago's finest apprehended the prisoner shortly afterward. John Smith, 34, has been remanded in custody.
So you already finished with the mission?
Yeah, I actually wound up moving on to the next one because you weren't done yet.
Racine.
Alright, so I'll keep going until you're done.
No,
Gotcha.
Alright.
Racine.
I'm just going until you're got your thing going.
Alright, I'm turning off the broadcast then.
Okay.
So next week will be Resident Evil 4, and then I'll be off until off until like Thursday, until like the 30th, because, well, I'm gonna be down in Florida.
Yeah. I'm trying to teleport to one of my hideouts so I can save, and the nearest one is, I don't know if you can see that, right underneath a pair of icons, so I'm just gonna fast travel to it, to the other one.
Alright. So see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.